Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I wanted to share with you how I make my freezer meals ahead without spending 12 hours in the kitchen. So I hope that you guys enjoy these recipes, and I will see you after the video. Okay, can you guess what we're making? No? How about now? We're doing Hawaiian sliders. This is pretty much what you're gonna need. Get you a bread knife like this. And just try to slice these right down the middle. These things were $6 a piece. $6 for one bag of rolls. I need to learn how to make these homemade. Just like that.
Gonna stay in this moment. Gonna lay here on the grass. I don't need to feel lonely. I am finally home at last. And I don't mind being gone on adventures for a while. No, no. Gonna stay in this moment. Gonna lay here on the grass.
Get you some butter. Melt it. Okay, so the recipe calls for some poppy seeds and some dry mustard and all that stuff. I don't have all that, but I do have some everything but the bagel seasoning. I'm just gonna add that right in here. That'll work, right?
No, no. Gonna stay in this moment. Gonna lay here on the grass. I don't need to feel lonely. I am finally home at last.
How easy was that? You have to cook anyway. You go ahead and make 2 meals. You have one for dinner and you have one for the freezer. The easiest way in the world to make freezer meals. Plastic wrap. The plastic wrap is going to help this from getting freezer burnt, and just remember to remove this before you bake it. And just label what it is, the directions on thawing it out and heating it up. And don't forget to put the date on there. I'm heating these up for dinner tonight. I'm probably just going to serve it with a side salad and maybe some homemade home fries. This next recipe is really, really good. It's kid-friendly. This is stuffed shells, and it is a great freezer meal. Okay, so you're going to need some jumbo shells. 24 for a regular recipe. I need 48 because I'm doubling it. We're going to cook these according to the package direction, which is 14 to 15 minutes. If you don't have one of these, I highly recommend getting one. When I'm chopping onions, just chop a bunch. And then you can even store it just like this right in your refrigerator. Super convenient. I love it. I have a tablespoon of oil in here, and I'm just going to cook these down for about 2 or 3 minutes. Some garlic in there. Oh. That's hot, man. Okay, I'm going to spray it with a little cold water just to stop the cooking process. I cooked 2 packages of frozen spinach in the microwave. They were 10 ounces each, and I'm just squeezing all of the water out as much as I can. Okay, so you're gonna add in the ricotta or ricotta, whatever you call it. Gonna add that whole thing. And then over here is my onions and my spinach that I drained. Now I'm gonna add in a cup of Parmesan. Oh, forgot my mozzarella, hold on. Okay, I got it, about a cup of that too. Italian seasoning. You got some basil or parsley or something like that, add that in. Also with dairy, you wanna make sure that you add in plenty of salt. It's gonna bring out that cheese flavor, otherwise it's gonna taste really, really bland. I forgot the eggs. Oops, my camera died. Okay, I did add in 2 eggs. Moving on.
Well, maybe it was fate when you walked in the door. I could have sworn I've seen your face.
All right, so pour a little bit of your, ooh, don't splatter it. Pour a little bit of sauce in your pan just to keep it from sticking. And then just start filling these. You don't want to fill them too much.
Well, maybe it was fate when you walked in the door. I could have sworn I've seen your face before. So glad that you said hi, 'cause I was way too shy. What would have happened if you just had passed me by tonight? We keep on drinking, keep on wishing for someone out there to hold all those little moments. Well, maybe.
Okay, there you have it. This one's going into the oven for dinner tonight, and this one's going into my freezer. And here it is out of the oven. We served ours with a side salad and some breadsticks. This recipe here is very similar to beef stroganoff, only I'm gonna use some Velveeta cheese. Oh my gosh, this is so good. This is gonna make 2 recipes. So I have 2 pounds of ground chuck, 2 bags of wide egg noodles, 4 cans of cream of mushroom soup, some Velveeta cheese, and some beef broth. I'm just seasoning with some salt and pepper and a little bit of onion powder. You could add some onions to this if you wanted to, but I'm just going to keep it simple. You want to go ahead and drain off any grease. Now I'm just going to go ahead and add all 4 cans. Always keep a trash can nearby when I'm making freezer meals. Which makes it a lot easier to clean up. So I'm going to add some of this broth. And the Velveeta here is probably, I would say about 6 to 8 ounces. It just depends on how much cheese you want. So we like a lot of cheese. We need more than that. Cook the pasta according to the package directions. I'm just going to go ahead and add the rest of this broth. This is what I'm going to be using for my freezer meals, and I got these at the Dollar Tree. I thought they used to be 2 for $1, but $1.25 each. That's what I paid. Okay, I did drain these, but I did not rinse them. Oop, okay. Oop. Pro tip, clean your stove while it's hot. Well, maybe not that hot. And we're gonna head over and start putting it in our pans.
Are all in vain. Who will pick you up when you've lost everything? Become for granted with a wedding ring. Oh, there must be more. There must be another way. There must be conscious.
In the oven at 350 until the cheese gets nice and melty and all brown on top. So 350, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes. BRB.
Has got to come my way.
So we're gonna eat this one tonight, and we're going to put this one in the freezer. I like to cover mine with just a little bit of plastic wrap just to keep it from getting freezer burnt. I just wrote the instructions on how to reheat, frozen, hour 30 minutes, thawed 30 to 45 at 350. And this one we're gonna eat today. A taste for the chef? Yes, please. You guys, that is so freaking good. Next up is my French dip sandwiches. You can call it beef dip. Absolutely delicious. And I do go ahead and buy my hoagie rolls and my cheese the day before. And all you're gonna need is a chuck pot roast. This right here is 2 pounds. I have some onions that I diced, 3 cups of beef broth, and some Lipton onion soup mix. And also, I'm gonna be putting in some garlic. I'm just gonna put some pepper on here. I'm just gonna add that to the bag. Oops. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add the onions. This is really simple and easy to throw together. Doing 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. 1 bag of Lipton onion soup mix. And then just seal it up. Now, if you're gonna write on your bag, I would do this before you put everything in there, or it's gonna get all like wet and moistured out here and you won't be able to write on it. I did go ahead and print some labels, so I'm gonna do that. And just mix it all in like this. Whoop. And try to get all the air out of it. Whoa, don't do that. I went ahead and labeled this with what it is, the instructions, thawing it out, and then slow cooking it for 6 to 8 hours on low. And I'll probably go ahead and put the date on this as well. But how easy was that? Now I have a dinner ready to go. You can even throw it in your Instant Pot if you have one of those. I might do that too. When I'm ready to serve this, I like to butter some hoagie rolls and toast them in the oven until they get nice and toasty. In the meantime, I go ahead and shred up my beef mixture. Next, I went ahead and added some provolone to my sandwiches, and we're gonna toast this in the oven just until the cheese melts. Next, I went ahead and made up everybody's own little ramekin of au jus. And this is why you want your hoagie rolls toasted. Otherwise, it's going to get really soggy. With it toasted, it holds up really well to the au jus. Next up is my make-ahead chicken fajitas. Really easy to put together and delicious. Okay, you just want to cut your chicken into strips.
Get out what you're putting in. All your hopes and efforts are all in vain. Who will pick you up when you've lost everything? Does it all become for granted?
I have some olive oil, and I'm just going to add about a half a cup. And then everything should be ready for the freezer bag.
There must be another way, there must be conscience, different things in different ways. There must be love, there must be a reason, and a little bit of faith has got to come my way.
Okay, here are my baking instructions, and I'm going to show you how I put it all together the day of. On the day of, I like to line my cookie sheet with some foil for easy cleanup. I went ahead and put my chicken on the cookie sheet, and I baked it at 425 for 20 minutes until my chicken was cooked through. I did add some zucchini and some onions to this pan, and I do like to top mine with a little bit of lime juice, and I serve it over tortillas. wraps it up for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed these recipes and found some inspiration to make some of your own make-ahead freezer meals. All right, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.